to you live with another fantasy football draft. Let's get it. We're going on Underdog Fantasy Sports. This is going to be amazing today. I can feel it in my veins. I'm feeling a Najee Harris. Okay, we upgraded the Steelers, upgraded our offensive line. I think we're going to also upgrade with the tackle with the upcoming draft. So in my fantasy draft, I want to big time pick up Najee Harris. All right, we already saw what he could do um, with a good offensive, well, getting the ball a whole bunch of times his rookie season. He had, man, I think 260 points. So now I am thinking he's going to have another season close to that. So let's see if we can pick him up today. Let's hop in a big board. Let's get to it. Waiting for 3 people. If you're watching this now, join in quickly before this ends. Waiting for 3 people, I say. Waiting for 3. Look at this. This is beautiful. Najee Harris down the board, even below DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Calvin Ridley. I'm going to rank him personally. I just think I'm going to wait on running backs if I can. And even if I have the choice to get one running back, one wide receiver, I'll do that over doubling up on running backs. Yeah, man, I really want some early talented wide receiver, and then I want drafted Najee Harris. Damn, man, that's too bad. Next time, though, next time you can join this for sure, man. We have vaporware in this draft. It's good that he's not joining because I'm taking this one. I'm taking this one, man. It's good for him. Maybe in the next one he has a shot. This one, no, it's going down for me. Right now, listening to a Arthur Most experience with Deke. They were just live. I missed them being live, so I thought I would tap in and listen to them while doing this. Also, do we have any NCAA basketball? Draft getting started. Let's get about this. You know what it is. Drafter number 10. Hopefully get it Devontae Adams. Pick up maybe one running back like I was talking about earlier. Pick number 10, man. In 3 seconds. Vaporware, are you still in this? Hey man, I'm wondering, are you trying to get in for next one? Next one being after this. Cause man, I'm going to fucking ball on this one and possibly get another one after this. We'll have to see. Stephon Diggs off the board before Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. I'm up at 10. I want Devontae Adams. I got Devontae Adams. Up in 4 picks, I will gladly take any of these wide receivers, but I will take a running back if one of them falls to me. And you gotta assume one of them is gonna fall. Mm. Let's go. Let's go and draft Garrett Wilson. Let's change it up. I haven't done this before. It is close, but you know what? Let's gamble on him. It easily could have been a Patrick Mahomes there or Bijan Robinson. Considered both, but ended up going with the upside of Garrett Wilson being that he just got a quarterback in that rotation. If somehow Aaron Rodgers doesn't end up going to the Jets, it's a terrible pick. But as we know, Aaron Rodgers has requested to go to the Jets, and it should happen. At 39, I'm not sure if Najee Harris will be in play for me because his ADP is so. Ramondre Stevenson might still be on the board at 39. If that's the case, I'll take a Najee Harris over Ramondre Stevenson, but I believe that some of these other playmakers are going to be on the board. It might. I'll probably end up taking a Najee Harris, but it's not going to be at the gamble that, not at the low price that I want to take him at. I will end up taking him, but I want it to be at a low price because I think he's a steal now with the Steelers upgrading the offensive line. I think he's a steal. I want to take him. Not sure if it's going to be for the right price, but I'll do it in this draft. It's a bit different for me. I just have the sense that he's gonna do it this season. But I'm not gonna let anything else affect me. If some of these other players are on the board, I will be fine with taking them. Yeah, man, I will jump in another draft if I don't end up getting Najee. If it's not the right price, if it's not all these different things, I will jump in another one. Because I'm only uh, 5 picks away, and all these running backs are still on the board. I would like to take Najee when he's when it's way down. So maybe that's when I'm picking number 4 overall or so. Let's go D Hop here. If Ramadre is off the board, I will take Najee. Other than that, yeah, if Ramadre is off the board, I will take Najee. Clearly stacked at You know what? I'm gonna end up taking a Najee anyways. That's how much I believe in Najee next season. I'm gonna take Najee over Ramadre Stevenson. It's a close one, but I would have liked to take Najee when he's falling down the board, probably around pick number 44. After Ramadre Stevenson's off the board, I think a lot of people's their consensus is Ramadre Stevenson is going to finish higher than Najee. It's not the case with my thinking. The way I have it, Najee is going to be a top finishing running back. So I was able to pick up a Najee Harris. Like I said, I was able to pick him up, but it wasn't for the steal I wanted. Was highly considering picking up a Joe Burrow instead of Najee, but I didn't think Najee would fall in that case. I didn't think it would happen. Let's gamble on Justin Herbert going scoring above Joe Burrow. I want to pick up a Justin Herbert with my next pick. Then I'm strongly eyeing Dalvin Cook. So really hoping here that Justin Herbert falls to me and is able to make it to my pick. And if he is able to make it to my pick, I will snag a Justin Herbert. I'll snag Justin Herbert and hopefully get Justin Herbert off the board. So now it's between a Dalvin Cook and a Trevor Lawrence. I think that I'm going to wait on Trevor Lawrence and I'm going to pick up a Dalvin Cook right away. Smith-Njigba off the board. I do like that wide receiver. Trevor Lawrence off the board, so I'm going to wrap up with Dalvin Cook. I think I like Tyler Lockett, Jahmyr Gibbs, then Kyle Pitts. Tyler Lockett off the board. If Jahmyr Gibbs is off the board, I will take a Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts off the board, so let's go Jahmyr Gibbs. Got an upside running back. Where could Jahmyr Gibbs get drafted? That is the question. Because a lot of this is scheme based. Depending on the offense he goes to, he could play better, he could play worse. He's got to get drafted in the right system, and if he does, I think he's the top finishing running back. Not as high as Najee or Dalvin Cook, but that's why I drafted him third. He can fill in. I do want to go ahead and snag a waiting for this pick to go before I announce my next move, quite honestly. Yeah, I do want to either pick up a Deshaun Watson and hopefully I can get a Kadarius Toney as well. Kadarius Toney off the board, so definitely wishing that Deshaun Watson is able to make it to me. Then I'm hoping to pick up a Quentin Johnston or Jordan Addison with my next pick. I'm not going to sleep on Rashad Bateman either. So this guy is early on, has two quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. That's a good matchup, good combination. I'm highly confident Deshaun Watson can make it to me. This cat has Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is definitely at stake for taking a Deshaun Watson as well. But Deshaun Watson makes it to me. Gives me a lot of late round technique because three of my top playmakers are late round quarterbacks. We got Jimmy Garoppolo, we have Aaron Rodgers, we have Kyler Murray. So like I said, I like a Quentin Johnston or Jordan Addison here. I'm going to flip my can. If it lands on here, it's Jordan Addison. If it lands on here, it is the other. So it is Quentin Johnston. Jordan Addison maybe could have been the play, but I flipped the can. The can told me all the truth. You could say, Matt, you should have gone Jordan Addison because you have a big guy, you have a little guy, you got a big guy. Go with the little guy again. But, there are a lot of Brandon Cooks out there. He just got taken. There are a lot of different players like that who are smaller, on the smaller side. Zay Flowers, another target. In 16 picks, he could fall. There's potential for that. I was going to say I do value Njoku here because I have Deshaun Watson. Njoku got taken off the board early. Jordan Addison off the board. I'll be back. With the way this board is flowing, I'm not mad at taking any of these running backs. Obviously, I do like Alvin Kamara a little bit more than anyone else. I've been a big fan of Alvin Kamara. I think he can do big things every season. I always believe in him. Then we got Zay Flowers, Jacoby Myers. I wouldn't be mad taking either one of those two talents. Alvin Kamara off the board, so I'll still take a James Conner. Zay Flowers off the board. I like what James Conner has to offer. I like Jacoby Myers as purely a talent, although I already have. I'm glad he's off the board because while I like him, I already have a playmaker on that same offense. And I don't know how much I believe in the quarterback being able to spread the ball out that consistently. James Conner off the board. I think my move here is let's go Donovan Peoples-Jones, but I think I want to. Oh, you know who else would have been a good pick? KJ Osborne. But I'll gamble on the upside of Donovan Peoples-Jones, being that I have Deshaun Watson. Nice person I want to go with is Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Kirk Cousins on the board. I love Kirk Cousins, but I think in this case I'll take an A-Rod. Pat Fryermuth is right there as well. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers. I do have Garrett Wilson. I like going Aaron Rodgers there. Now I'm really liking one of these running backs. I don't think Jamal Williams will fall to me, nor do I think. I was going to say Pat Fryermuth would fall to me, and he won't. He's already taken. So Rashad Penny actually valued above Kenneth Gainwell that is interesting. I like going Allen Lazard, Dawson Knox, Jamal Williams, obviously above any of them, and a Kyler Murray. It is within the range of possibilities that Jamal Williams falls to me, but I don't think it's going to happen. Hoping he does. I do like Cole Kmet here. Cole Kmet will be my take if he falls to me. If he doesn't, I will take an Odell. Cole Kmet off the board. I was highly considering taking him. I should have taken a look at some of these. I think I made the right pick. I'm going to wait on Kenneth Gainwell and go Josh Downs. too bad I wasn't able to pick up Cole Kmet, but really too bad I couldn't get Cole Kmet. But I'm gonna get some late round tight ends. Hopefully Taysom Hill next. Damn, but Cole Kmet would have been a high score. I know that in my system. I'm not gonna trip over it. I'm gonna keep moving. My feeling on these next picks is I want to go with one of these running backs still on the board. I'm really fine with any of these four. I'll take one of those four, and then hopefully a Taysom Hill will fall to me. I'm gonna go down the chain just like it is. A chain off the board. So I'm hoping one of these two falls to me. 10 picks away, unlikely, but it could happen. Taysom Hill is up next. And I value Rashid Shaheed. I don't see any other close running backs. Raheem Mostert, Sean Tucker, Tajay Spears, Damian Harris. Let's go with Damian Harris above Tajay Spears. I've just seen his production before. And then let's go Tajay Spears. So Antonio Gibson and Ezekiel Elliott off the board. I'll value Michael Mayer. 5 picks away from taking a Taysom Hill. Wouldn't it all be mad with Taysom Hill as my number one tight end? But in that case, I'll definitely need to pick up another 2 to 3 tight ends. I'm already capped at quarterback. Raheem Mostert off the board. Taysom Hill off the board. So let's pick up my last wide receiver. And you could argue Marquez over him. It's a close one, man. That will be my last wide receiver. Let's go with Sean Tucker. Now, I know I said that would be my last wide receiver, but I'm sure this guy's going to be off the board by the time I pick Marquez. I will throw up there. Leonard Fournette, Gerald Everett, Mike Gesicki. I can't forget about Terrence Marshall. Terrence Marshall, Tim Patrick. Do love those talents. Let's watch him tank Bigsby. Right, I did watch. I like Tank. Hey man, let's hope that some of these players fall to me. This is my board. I'm gonna be right back. Got to take something out to the curb, and I will be back. Hopefully by my second pick.
I think everyone has it. And with us having a young quarterback. Right. Even if this was, let's say this was Kenny's third year. I think, yeah, Kenny has a really good year too. He drops 30 touchdowns this upcoming year. Year three, like it's insane. Now I think Kenny could gain Odell's respect with hard work and just like playing well and stuff. Right. It's just to your point. It's just you don't know. You don't know. There is a risk. It turns a little bit. You don't know. So all that stuff could happen. The hard work, Kenny's playing good, but Odell doesn't get the targets he wants, and we go on a game or two skid. I feel like Odell at this stage is a little more team. That's me from very much afar, not knowing Odell. But I'm not saying he's all the way team. Let's get you know. Yeah, this is a good one too. Let's get you Dub says Kevin Dawson earned a PPE raise to 2.743 million for 2023. So that's now worth watching. Two new guards being signed to free up space for Messer. So, do you want to talk about the big signing? Kind of disconnected with Dawson. Also connected with the other guard that we signed, Herbert. second level, does all of that at a great level. You just watch him at times, like I said, with the small stature at times, or not small, but just smaller stature. Chris Jones, guy like him, man, big, massive man, bull rushing him, had some success, but Isaac was still able to win his fair share of reps as well, just based on his quickness and just getting in position. He does all of that really well. He's just, I know we brought in. I mean, yeah, how he got paid? He's getting paid. He's getting a year. Yeah. So to me, it was like they'll probably move him to left. He'll play left guard. James Anderson stay at right guard. Um, Nate Herbig and Kevin Dotson. Those become yeah, yeah. You love your backup situation. Kendrick Green becomes, I think, more so expendable now, especially when we talk about the current situation. But I'm even more interested now to just see what they do with that room. And here's what I mean. They tried to have Dotson and Kendrick Green compete last year. Do you think there's another scenario where they might try to have them two dudes compete? And if they like Green, they try to move Dotson? Because we were all kind of surprised when they even had them two dudes compete. But that was the one thing that just kind of like, because to me, Dotson isn't just this like day one backup. I feel like he's still a guy that should compete for a spot. And that's how we felt when they brought in Nate Herbig. But when you bring in Isaac for that money, I'm looking at Nate and I'm looking at Dotson. And I'm saying they just paid Nate. I gotta see the has his numbers come out yet? Because I still haven't seen it yet. 4 million. 4 million a year. Yeah, I'm curious. Because technically Dotson's supposed to be getting paid. Remember, Dotson was next up. So you pay two dudes that play his position while you got James Daniels over there. That was the one for me where I'm just like, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Because that was supposed to get paid. You was supposed to be in the conversation to get paid or compete. You can compete for a year. You can compete with that. You can compete. It's the start. And you know what you paid last year? Right? So
What's going on here? Got Tajay Spears, Gerald Everett. I'm in good position. Just gotta make sure I get some talent at tight end. Let's go, Jalen. Let's go, Hayden Hurst. I would have liked to go another tight end instead of Kayshon Boutte, but there you have it. I did not pick him up, but I got a Hayden Hurst and Gerald Everett. It's not that I missed any player in particular. It's none fell to me, but I do like my running backs. Got 2 ballers and 3 upside rookies. Just got to make sure I pick up some. Will Darnell Washington still be on the board? That's the question. The way I see it, it's Darnell Washington. It is Zach Ertz. It is Foster Moreau. If I can get 2 of these 3 players, I'm going to feel real confident. Now, why is Foster Moreau only? So, Las Vegas Raiders tight ends. Depth chart. OJ Howard. So is OJ Howard OJ.
Left tackle, or we were interested in left tackle for Orlando Brown.
OJ.
Didn't get him, so I'm thinking, okay, that's the play. That's the play. We're gonna make a trade. I was hoping for maybe Larry Tunsil, but then we just got that.
Could be a late round move.
Williams is out there now too. Left tackle was the move. I thought, okay, that's probably the one thing we'll do on the O line for the rest of the free agency. So Brad Herbert, okay, him and Dawson will compete. The rest of the O line is good.
Foster Moreau's not even listed on here, so it's interesting.
Like it, again, it goes hand in hand with our whole culture and mentality. We're going to draft those. From all accounts, everyone's saying they see top five. You know, he was a Pro Bowl watching last year. You got the tape, and he does everything. Probably would have made it if they would have made it. Yeah, somehow would have. I think it's so man. It's like Isaac checks off a ton of boxes. The big name, like I say, is a little bit.
Players still on the board. Let's hope I can wrap this up and get both these players. Pick up Zach Ertz. Take a quick look at my board. I will be able to pick up a Foster Moreau. So there we have it. That is a draft. Until next time, peace, y'all.